Dog. Good to see you. All right, guys. Happy Tuesday. God, June 2nd. I can't believe we're halfway through 2026. If you guys want to keep it moving, yesterday we really unpacked and did some reflection on, the first part of the year and then where we're heading. If you guys need any additional support, if you just need realignment, if you need a better plan, feel free to get on my calendar. I'm here to support you guys. Make sure to reach out, raise your hand. We're here to make sure that you guys have a solid plan moving into this part of the year so we all close out strong and also own our peace right around the holiday season. We want you guys to build a business that allows you some freedom to do the things that you want to do, towards the end of the year. So before we kick this off, we want to say welcome to Antoine, welcome to Jordan, welcome to, I think she was here, she's still here. Whitney, there she is, middle of the screen now. Okay, cool. Welcome, you guys. We appreciate you being aligned with us. You can choose other places to be, but you guys came home to us, and we really appreciate you choosing us. And we're excited to watch you grow, help you grow, and be a part, of all things that you are building. So, welcome officially to the team. If you guys need anything, make sure to reach out. We are going to turn it over to Karina for a quick teaching moment of the week, my friend. What do we have?
Okay, so today is about days, contractual days. So most of the days in the contract are calendar days, and the only exceptions are for like the earnest money deposit, that would be business days. And it's kind of confusing the way that they list it, but you can't expire a contingency or close escrow on a Saturday, Sunday, or holiday. It rolls to the next business day. So they have a breakdown of all of the legal holidays, and it's actually surprising even to me how many days count as a legal holiday. I'm not going to go through all of them, but Juneteenth is on there, Farm Workers Day is on there, Good Friday at noon is on there. So there's a whole lot of days that potentially could cause maybe a delay if you're not paying attention in your escrow. I'll drop it in our Slack channel so that everyone can kind of review and make sure you're all on the same page about counting days. Let me know if you have questions.
Beautiful, beautiful. You guys, before we get rolling, we always like to go to you for community contributions. Is there anybody that's going to be hosting an event or has something that they're going to be doing for a cultural event or educational event or a networking event that they want to talk about here before we get started? Going once, going twice. All right, cool, you guys. Let me go ahead and pull up my screen and then we're going to get right into the new escrows for the week and all things that are happening with inside of Fast Real Estate. Let me pull this up here. Boom, bam. All right, cool. We are in. All right, perfect. So let me just present this and then we will get rolling. All right, guys. So, yeah, there we are. There we are. All right, let's get right into our new escrows for the week and top it off. First off, John Key Schwartz got in a contract for 425 out in Oakland. And then Evangeline, bi-coastal agent. I love this. Her and Roxanne have a really, really tight bond, tight partnership. I'm glad you found your person that can, be here, but also you have other people that you're working with. I saw you mention your team, which is really, really cool to be able to say, I have a bi-coastal team. So Evangeline, talk to us about this deal. What was some of the strategy or what was the strategy that worked and what were some of the nuances in the Sacramento market that you encountered? So let's hear from you, my friend.
Yeah, so I got this client. I get a lot of leads actually off of Facebook and not from Facebook ads or anything like that. I'm in every group that could possibly relate to me. And anytime someone brings up real estate questions, I never go on there talking about like pick me. It's always just providing value. So someone asked about, it was an anonymous post, and someone asked about like a lender for Wells Fargo. And I just kind of went into like, well, I don't necessarily like working with the big banks. I was kind of hyping up Ashley, whatever. And she ended up DMing me. I got her in touch with people, whatever. Of course, I'm going to push then and ask, do you have a realtor? And she's like, oh, I do. I'm working with them already. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to step back. She then says she's going out from the Bay to actually, she wants to look in Sacramento, and her agent doesn't serve Sacramento. So naturally, Roxanne and I got right in there. It was a very quick one. We had a consultation call on a Thursday. She hired us Saturday. We got out there Monday, or Roxanne really got out there Monday. They saw 12 homes and it was the last one, and we got our offer accepted. The Sacramento market isn't as competitive as the Bay. So if you write up at list, a good offer, a quick close, it gets accepted. So we're rocking and rolling on that one.
Let's go, Evangeline. Well, congratulations to you. Congratulations to Roxanne, I know that she was having a fun weekend out in, where was that, Scottsdale. And so congratulations to both of you guys. Continuing on, next up, Gustavo got in a contract in Patterson for 480,000. And then also in the Central Valley in Manteca, Miss Brianna Tejeda, aka Chicken Mom, way to represent 485. Let's go to you, my friend. I do see you on your middle of my screen. Talk to us about this deal and talk to us about that Manteca market.
So this deal I'm actually really proud of because I met this client showing another client and he told me he did not see the value in a agent when I first met him. Dead straight to my face. So clearly through coaching and confidence, I made him see the value of an agent and we got into contract. Manteca in this market, it was kind of crazy because the house had been on the market for a long time and then he ended up with two offers. So we came in competitive. My contingencies were competitive. We weren't asking for any credits. He has a high down payment. So it was,
It, it's remarkable how you return this one around. I know you've talked about this, quite a few times, but like just showing your worth, chest out, shoulders back, and like showing like, no, this is why you need an agent and how I'm going to protect you, advocate for you, and educate you. And you did that very well. And so congratulations to you.
and I used my sass.
Woo! And you got a lot of it. So my
I
friend,
stayed true to myself. I joked with him to lighten the mood at first because, he looked me dead face. So, lighten the mood. I used my sass. I stayed confident to myself and it felt really good. So I'm super proud of this one and let's go.
well, congratulations. Brianna, do you know how many houses that they're building on the opposite side of the freeway? Not old Manteca, the new Manteca. Do you know what the projection is for new houses over the course of the next few years? I know that Brandy's been out there, you've been out there touring properties. Do you know what that projection is?
Off the top of my head, I do not. I can tell you what's going on in series with
So
new build.
what I would think would be wise for you is to, since you are having a sale there, like talk about the economic growth. There's so much happening in Manteca and new stores and new shops and what was that, Great Wolf Lodge and projections and thoughts of having Topgolf come out to Manteca. There's a lot of great things going on. So congratulations to you, my friend. I know you worked your ass off for this one. So well done. Continuing on, you guys. Let's go to the next section here. Liz Serta got in contract in Oakland for 515, and Jay and his business partner, aka his sister, got in contract in Elk Grove for 614. I do see Liz here. So Liz, talk to us about this deal. Take the mic. What were you experiencing at that price point? What was the strategy? And walk us through that.
Well, this one is interesting because this one I was previously under contract and we were waiting on court confirmation for like 7 months.
Wow.
And there was all these issues going on the seller side. But initially we did go under contract under asking and we got a 20K credit. But my buyers, there's like things changed in their life and they decided to cancel it. And I was able to save their deposit because obviously for court confirmation, we had already removed all contingencies. And I just figured it out for them. And I'm just so blessed because they do still want to buy in the near future, but just not now. It wasn't the right time because this home does require, some updating and remodeling. And they were just not up for it. Like I mentioned, things changed. But fortunately, I had another set of buyers. That's why we have to keep our pipeline full. And so when I went to, so I had showed this home before I went to Canada, and so we got under contract while I was in Canada. So we're under contract again with a new set of buyers that were being very demanding and unrealistic, and wanting a house in this particular neighborhood. But everything right now is at 550, even a fixer. It's 550 or up. So I was so happy that it worked out that way.
Yeah, really, really well done, Liz. And I've said this time and time again, like your ability to present, public speak is continuing to improve and get better. And I know it's something you've been conscious about. And so well done, my friend, and well
Yes,
said.
thanks, coach.
Well said. Congratulations on all your continued success. So let's continue cruising on, you guys. Up next would be V. V in Fairfield got in a contract for 625, and then Heather got in a contract on a Zillow preferred lead out in Stockton. So I'd love to hear from both of you. V, if you and your dog can represent, talk to us about that Fairfield market, what you're experiencing out in the Solano County market. Let's hear from you first. And what's the dog's name again?
Ash.
Okay, does he like make sounds like that? Yeah, so does my son. Yeah, so does my son. He sounds like a little bulldog. Okay, just trying slowly. But all the studies I've looked at, all the articles, it's normal for the babies. But anyways, V, talk to us about that Fairfield market. Let's roll.
Good morning, everyone. So this was a referral from one of my past clients, and we met back in January, and they were looking at all of the new builds in Fairfield, specifically in the One Lake area. And we put an offer in January, and then they decided to pull out because the numbers kind of scared them. So moving forward, they wanted to try and apply for the California Dream for All. They got the voucher about 2 weeks ago, and right away they were like, okay, we want to make sure we secure the voucher. So that same weekend, we went to go tour a couple more homes, new developments, and they decided instead of the new builds, they wanted to go for a resale. So we saw two resales last week, and we put an offer in, and I got their offer accepted the same day their daughter was born last Friday.
Wow, what a gift. What a
Yeah.
gift.
They won't forget that date.
No, but I think that it's like such a stressful time, but like you being able to walk them through that process, handle that stress when they're going to the like all things, like it's a huge testament to your ability to help them understand like I'm here for you no matter what. We're going to do this together. And so congratulations to you, congratulations to them to have their new baby come to their new home. Like this, what a powerful message. I appreciate you sharing. Really good stuff. Let's go to Heather. Heather, talk to us about that Stockton market preferred deal 650. What do you got? What was the strategy? Tell us the high level.
Strategy. This was fun. I don't know if this one counts per se,
Okay.
but I've been working. These people, they're getting their money's worth. Let me tell you. So I got these guys into contract on Rudder. So that was on the last one. I probably showed them like 35 homes and wrote like 10 offers. So that was awesome because, as agents, we always advise. And whether or not they're going to take it, that's just whatever. So they kept under bid, just way below asking. Finally got them into contract, extended escrow twice. By the grace of God, I was able to secure and get their deposit back because they pulled out. God, like I said, we were supposed to close escrow, extended that twice. But, HOA docs, they take a long time. No parking on the street. So, and they're a family of 5. Didn't work out. So just like hit the ground running, showed them a bunch of houses, got them into contract again on this one. The first thing I did was like, I need to talk to the HOA. You have to make sure, on those restrictions and stuff like that. So now we're in contract. Kind of cool because 615 jumped to 650, 21-day escrow. We're going to close here on the 15th. So
Beautiful, beautiful.
yeah,
Well, congratulations to you. I love the momentum that you have in your business. So
thank you.
great job. Shout out to Michael Sayaj in Hayward, 828 on a preferred, and then Jeff Phillips in Pleasant Hill on another preferred for 875. So congratulations to you too. Eric King out in Oakland got in contract for 950, and then Lisette Miranda at 1.970. I got to pass the mic over to you, my friend. Talk to us about this deal. Congratulations on a high price point. Talk to us about this. I know you're going to try to be an extrovert right now. I know that's hard for you. So go ahead. This is your moment. Go ahead, my friend.
Well, good morning, everyone. I am, oh my God, beyond excited about this opportunity. So the clients happen to be my son's best friend. They've been going to school. That private school paid off. Let me tell you, they've been going to school together since they were 5 years old, and the family just became part of our family. They have a beautiful compound because it's literally a compound over a quarter of an acre in Brentwood. And I didn't even know that they were thinking about selling, but just kind of out of the blue, they reached out to me in February and said, "Hey, Lisette, we're thinking about selling." I quickly connected them to Patty Goodsby over at Cross Country Mortgage because they own their property in Brentwood free and clear. So we are doing a bridge loan. And they wanted something very particular because they currently live on a quarter of an acre home and they wanted to be in the cities of either Lafayette, Walnut Creek, or Pleasant Hill. And again, they were looking for acreage for something specific, a large property in under $2 million. You would think $2 million would get you all that, but in those cities, $2 million doesn't go very far, unfortunately. But after looking at about 40 houses, we finally found the one. I wrote an offer, and it was the first offer that we actually wrote. And that offer also got accepted. We came in under asking, so we got them 30,000 under asking price. And I actually beat out another offer that was all contingent. So relationships are everything. Relationships with your lender, relationships with agents, they make a difference. And my favorite part about all of this is I recently moved to Danville, and I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. I love the price points in this area, but the agents have been less than pleasant to deal with. Okay. It's almost like I'm in high school all over again, and I'm
Oh
dealing with
yeah.
all the mean girls, except the
Uh-huh.
mean girls are like 60 years old. And I kept going to broker tour. I kept showing up. I kept meeting faces that weren't very excited to meet me, but I kept saying and manifesting soon enough, you're going to remember my face because I'm going to be doing a transaction with you. And here we are, finally, after seeing all these snooty little faces, I'm in contract and finally making relationships out this way. So not only am I excited for my buyers, but I'm also really grateful that all the hitting the pavement has finally paid off. It was not
That's
easy and I wanted to give up like every fucking Thursday. But I'm glad that I did it because this is the first step into this very exclusive club that isn't very lovely, but I don't really care about that part. I'm
right.
here to make a mark, and thank you, Heavenly Father, for the opportunity to not only help my best friends, but to also make a mark.
That's right, my friend. They need a little bit of flavor out there in that market, and you did
Sure
what you
do.
did, and you didn't conform. And I love this. I love that. Yeah, and there is. I know exactly what it's like. I remember teaching video to Danville Coldwell Banker in 2017, and I walked in looking looking at the like the jukebox just stopped. They're like, "Who the heck is this?" So
Somebody
Lisette,
needs to do a BAP spoof out there on what it's like to go to like an open house. I literally was talking to Mayuri and Ivana last week about that. Let them know because that's what I'm hearing. So congrats to you, Lisette.
that's
Thank
right. That's right. Well done, my friend. Congratulations. And another big, huge congratulations to Soledad. Soledad got into contract at $3 million in San Jose. So congratulations, Soledad. This is her largest career deal. She's not on the call today, but when you see her, huge congratulations. Out in Stockton, seller represented Anna Pacheco 130, Danielle Levesque for 349 out in Hercules. So congratulations to you ladies. And then Kenny and Ray got in a contract in Oakland for 425, and then another one with Kenny for 600, and then Caesar in Newark for 948, 888. Kenny, you want to talk to us about this particular deal?
Yeah, I've had this listing since last September. We priced really high, it's paid off. So after four price adjustments, the seller called me on last Monday, is like, hey, I want to drop the price. I'm like, sure, I've been waiting for this. I mean, even though we've had this so long, they have their property I'm selling for them right now too. We dropped the price, we ended up getting a bunch of showings and finally got our first offer since September came in, and they decided to take it right away.
Beautiful, beautiful. Congratulations. Kenny, your mic sounds a little far away. I don't know if you adjusted it
Oh,
from.
sorry, it's way down there.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. Okay, cool, cool. Well, congratulations to you
Mhm.
guys. Congratulations on a solid week. Let me go here. So you might want to take a screenshot of this. You might want to share this, but just know exactly where you are. So 18 new escrows last week. Sorry, I think I froze for a second. There we are. So a little shy of $15 million in new production. We are currently still ranked in the top three of all teams in the United States of America for sales volume. We are number three right now, holding firm And so, like I said, it's always anybody's race. But now we truly, truly are going to walk into our busy season. The sun is out, more people are out. Lenders say that their approvals are going up. And so this is a time where we really shine as a company and as a team. I want to send a huge shout out to Nina Loffer. She is moving on up. She has officially graduated out of her advisorship and she has moved into a higher split. So congratulations to you, Miss Nina. Now, moving forward, a couple things to be on the lookout for. This happens today at 11:30. This is on the calendar. If you want to bring your lending scenarios, tough situations, if you want to get creative with financing, get your conversations, or excuse me, get your scenarios to Patty as well as Christina. They are a wealth of information. Feel free to tap into that session, get your questions answered. If you need a dip, then dip, but make sure to come to that. Continuing on, June 5th, register here for Damien's monthly volunteer session at the Alameda County Food Bank. This is a labor of love for him, something he's been doing for many, many months, many years now. Make sure to volunteer if you have the ability to do so. I want to pause for a second. I want to send a huge shout out to everybody that was in the room last week for our first round of our buyer mastery training. Really excited about that group, the energy and everything that you guys brought to the table. This week, we're actually flipping it. We're not doing disclosures this week. We're doing Life of an Escrow. We have a guest speaker coming out from First American Title. Her name is Savannah Jennings. She's going to walk you through Life of an Escrow, understanding everything that you need to know about the escrow process. And if you're newer on this team, or excuse me, if you're experienced on the team, this is also a really good refresher. We'll talk about farming apps and just everything that we need to know about escrow. Let's pack the room. We're going to have some fun. We're going to repeat this this week, next week, as well as the following. Then we'll go into AI training and listing mastery. So we're going to cover the whole entire month. All you have to do is show up and do your part, and then go out there and show us your receipts that you are actually putting these things into motion. So make sure you're there. And then on June 18th, once again, we're bringing back Lunchbox Social. That's going to be at HQ from 12 to 2 p.m. Be on the lookout for that. Come break bread with us. Have some fun. Also, we're going to be doing a couple things on the 18th, or excuse me, on the 16th of this month for all of our Stockton and Central Valley folks. We're going to be meeting at a local coffee house. We're going to have conversations and coffee. Coffee will be on me. We're just going to meet up at a really cool place. We're going to have some coffee. We're going to break bread. We're going to have some fun. I'm also going to do that at Journeys next month as well, out in Fairfield. So all of our people that are on that side of the bridge come together. We'll just have coffee conversations, talk about the market, life, and everything in between. We just want to get face to face with more of you guys. And so that's everything that we have. Anything, Kenny, for the group? Any words of wisdom? Anything you want to update the group on?
I would say do a social media audit yourself because I realized my link tree has stuff from like 5, 6 years ago and like 30 links I need to just literally just need to delete this morning. So as more clients find you online, clean up your personal profiles.
Yeah, I think it's a really good recommendation. What I would do is I would click every single link. If it's on your website, if it's in your bio, wherever a link is clickable, make sure that it goes to the right path. Sometimes I do that and I find a 404 error that doesn't go to the pathway anymore. It's old headshots. Like update everything, you guys, because consumers are looking
Yeah,
at.
I would say do a spring cleaning update. Take your bios, take a screenshot of all your websites, add feed into chat or Claude what you use, and say, "Hey, how's this messaging? Help me improve it." Because for the longest, most of my content is based off like team recruiting and team training and that. But my consumers see it, they're probably not going to want to hire me because they think I'm just running a team all day long. So I'm adjusting all my messaging to be more buyer and seller friendly. And this year I've had over 10 clients reach out to me directly. So and then now I'm finding out my link tree is dated because it's not hasn't been really that important to me. So you want to just decide who you want to work with. If you're newer, you probably want your messaging to be geared towards buyers. If you're more seasoned, then you might want to add in some messaging about selling. Yeah, but if you're a brand new agent trying to jump in selling, that's too far of a disconnect because you're gonna find like the sales and you'll be reaching too far.
That's right. That's right. You guys, really good stuff. Listen, I'll see you all tomorrow for Keep It Moving coaching. Thank you guys for coming, for packing the room. Attendance has been very high. Looking forward to seeing everybody on Friday for our in-person training. Once again, there will be lunch provided. We're going to have some fun once again. I'm going to make sure that you guys leave better than what you walked in that room. That is our promise to you guys. If you need anything in the meantime, you know where to find us. Thank you for being here. Thank you for representing at the highest level. Be you, but fast. And if you need anything, please make sure to reach out to us. We're here to serve you guys at the highest level. Have an amazing, amazing day, and we'll see you guys soon. Peace.